So the one wire that's going from the transmitting coil to the receiving coil will be carrying the power to a 500-watt light bulb. So this isn't a little Mile Constantine toy. This is the real thing. This is power. And we don't have the right matching networks. When you plug the light bulb in, it'll detune the whole thing, so we'll have to hunt for the frequency. But we got all that written in the notebook. Yeah, this one wire here is in the Tesla system. That would be the Earth. So now what's interesting is experiments were done where the center point in this type of configuration was connected to a substation ground, which is about as ground as you can get. And the connection to the substation ground had absolutely no effect on the current being carried between the two systems. So in a conventional electromagnetic system, nothing would have gone past that ground, but in this configuration, it doesn't, it just thinks it's the rest of the ground and the whole thing's just the same conductor. And that was the beauty of the Tesla system, is the electricity just didn't disperse in the earth. It heads straight for where the other end is. And that's why it was so efficient. That's about 400 watts there, 450. And let's see if we can go all the way, full brilliance. There we go, 500 watts with one wire. So all of the ampere magnetic relations and everything, they just all go down the toilet because there's no closed loop. That so-called curl B equals 0 means nothing anymore. That mathematical relationship is that just like most of those relationships become meaningless when you start to work with this stuff. Why not? So at any rate, 11 months of work, and you got to see a 15-minute demonstration. Oh, now there's one thing that I wanted to mention. There's an anomaly here that's always happened in these experiments since I started this in high school with RCA, is when you take the light bulb off, you would expect that the energy consumed by the system would drop. It doesn't, it doubles. And there's no accounting for where the energy goes because there's no radiation, nothing's getting hot. You could say, well, there's radiation because of the antennas, but I actually, in the cosmic induction generator, butted the coils right face-to-face. Closed loop, no connection to anything outside, and the closer you get that coil to a 90-degree phase angle, right when you start to get about 80 degrees, all of a sudden energy just pours into this thing and disappears. So I don't know why or where. But at any rate, that's rather striking. So the law of conservation of energy is starting to get a little shaky on this. So I always told people, well, you know, it's too hard to create energy out of nothing. No one has succeeded, really. But it's very easy to make energy go away. So either one defies the law of conservation of energy, so why not pick the easy route? So if it goes somewhere, we can infer that it would come back from somewhere. But that's getting beyond the scope of this presentation. Okay, so that's the demonstration, and now we'll get into the whole layout and everything of Colorado, and you can see what it looks like in reality.